Hey guys, okay. So I'm in a St. Lucian uh, youth group, youth, Christian youth thing, and the guy the other day who stabbed me in the arm, his name was Sweeney, and that's all I know. This morning I woke up and Christ is telling me, and they're giving me some kind of head trip. I don't know what it means. I told them talk like normal people, but they gave me a dream about it. I barely remember the dream. They said that the dream showed me everything, but I don't remember. And I woke up from it. I could barely see it. They said, they went on to explain that Sweeney stabbed me because he is a demon. And Sweeney is you. And I said, well, you guys have demons running around St. Lucian? And they go, no. And then everything they said after that, every question I asked, well, they said, Sweeney's dead. And I go, but he's there in St. Lucian at the same time. So it has to do with everything they said was the opposite. Turned out everything they said that happened to me was put back on me in inversion. So I can't make sense of it. So I don't know what the hell is going on. I just don't get it. They said I'm Sweeney. I mean, I get that. I can reflect someone's personality or something. But these guys, they went crazy with it. So they said they're going to tell me tomorrow morning or sometime. If I get more, great. If I don't, I don't, because I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I honestly don't. I spent a half an hour talking to them this morning, laying in bed. I couldn't understand a goddamn thing. And they're all like, oh my God, I can't believe you don't understand what we're talking about. And I'm like, I have no fucking clue what you're talking about. So that was that. And yesterday at lunch, I'm in a dream where I'm doing something I want to do. I was getting model trains. Some guy said I could have his model trains in the store. Take them, do what you want with it. Okay. Because I'm like a train guy. I like trains. And so I'm in his store going through his stuff that he gave me. And I didn't need any of it. Next thing you know, I'm running. I'm not from the store or anything. I'm just running real fast. And I got to go somewhere, I think. And this kid was behind me. And I'm running, you know them cement walkways that go over roads and railroad tracks? Right? Well, I'm running up the side. And then I jump off. And I'm running up the side to go across the road, but instead I jump the railing and come down on the grass. And I'm about a story high, a whole story high, and I jump off, and my legs hit, and I roll. You know, to take the impact, you roll. So that's what I did. I rolled. I tucked my head under and I rolled. When I stand up, and I look at the kid. He jumps, but he jumps out and comes straight down on his legs and breaks his leg. And I'm like, oh, for fuck's sakes, dude. And like, you don't know how to roll, so I'm like, oh God. So I'm thinking I gotta make a splint, put his bone back into place. I've never done that in reality, but I've seen it enough times, went to the doctors. I've done it, and I haven't done it, but I've seen people have told me how to do it. But anyway, so one thing I gotta do is this kid. And then all these school kids were walking when I jumped from their school. They're school kids, you know, 13, 14, 15, 16, all different ages. And I jump and roll. He comes down, breaks his leg. And so I run over to him, and the kids run over to him, and I go, can you get up? And he goes, nope, it's broke. And I'm like, well, fuck. And I'm like, don't move. I said, You guys got a phone you can call? And they go, oh yeah, I called. So they went and called the ambulance. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, don't move, let the ambulance do it. I mean, I can do it, but I ain't. And I'm thinking, and the kid's sitting there freaking out because his legs broke. And I heard it break. And then all of a sudden I hear behind me, this girl, she goes, Patty Piper, or Katie. She goes, Katie Piper. And I turn around, I'm like, hey, how you doing? And I go, Richard Morehouse, shake her hand. And I just said that, I go, man, I don't know how you guys survive in these days. I didn't say it like that. I go, I don't know how you kids can survive these days. Meaning, I was going to say, you don't even know how to jump, without breaking your leg. Anyway, then I woke up. Turns out Katie Piper was one of the kids that are in the youth group with Christ that he's taking care of, teaching or whatever they do. So I asked her, I asked Christ, is she on the internet? And he goes, no, she died back not too long ago, like 70s, 80s. And so that was that. I don't know why that happened. I just met her. And then I thought it was really cool, though, meeting people like that. Then I went to bed last night after the hockey game, and we won 4-2 over Columbus, Ohio. Columbus Blue Jackets. And went to bed, and I'm in this dream, and we're playing baseball. We're just playing catch with baseball. There's 4 of us kids, and we're playing catch, and there's softballs, big softballs, and then there's the baseballs, right? And we're just catching, playing catch, and I'm with 4 kids, the youth group stuff. So we're playing catch, and that happens. That we play catch for a while, but I notice things keep changing. The environment keeps changing around me. As I run and catch the ball, I pick it up, I look back, and the fucking environment's changed. It ain't the way it was. And that don't usually happen in my dreams at all, right? And it was pissing me off. And then all of a sudden I feel like something staring at me. 2 eyes. I just kept getting the impression of 2 eyes staring at me. And so we continued to play catch. And then it was all 3 kids against me. And I don't want to get hit in the head with one of them with a softball or a baseball, because they hurt. So what I did was I got myself a little blocker. When I found a wheelbarrow, and they turned it upside down, and I got underneath of it. So I get out, throw my ball, and then I ducked behind the wheelbarrow, and I propped the wheelbarrow up. So I'd be hiding behind the wheelbarrow, and I pop out and fucking throw the ball at me. We're just playing. And so I throw a ball, try to hit the kids, and all of a sudden there's 3 of them, and they're all fucking throwing, and the balls are hitting the wheelbarrow. And I'm ducked down behind it, and all of a sudden I go to come out. I come out from behind the wheelbarrow, and I'm underneath a stadium. And there's a curtain, a wall of curtain in front of me, and I'm trapped in like this room underneath a stadium, and there's a curtain in front of me. And so I'm like, well, how the fuck did I get here, right? How did I get here? So I'm freaking out. So I come out like this. I come out from behind the veil. I call it's a curtain, but in the spirit world it's a veil. So I come out from behind the veil. I know it's a veil. But why did that happen? Like, I'm underneath a wheelbarrow, getting bombarded by baseballs, And the next thing, I go to lift my head, and I'm behind a veil underneath the stadium. So I go, come on, guys, something's not right. Let's go. So it's time to go to bed anyway. So we're all going to bed. We all get in our beds in this house, but I could never see the house. It was just like we were sleeping in a bed out in an empty foundation. Weird, man. Then, like I said, everything changed all the time. So we're all laying in bed sleeping, and I'm going, man, I still feel that thing, something staring at me. I can't understand it. And they go, yeah, me too. And I go, we're getting more scared as we're talking about it, right? So like campfire stories, and we're getting, but it's real. This is really happening. And I'm like, man, this is freaking me out. I can't sleep. And the other kids are like, yeah, I can't either. So I go, well, let's try it. Let's see what happens. And then my mom, she's sleeping upstairs a level. And so I, all of a sudden, another kid, he gets totally freaked. He starts screaming, I'm going downstairs. Everybody run downstairs. So we all get up and we run downstairs. And there was a girl. I just felt like I wanted to hug her all the time. She was just a girl. I don't know. I just kept feeling like I wanted to hug her. And I think it might have been Katie Piper that I met real close. And anyway, then, from an earlier dream. So the two boys, they ran down to the basement. I can't find this other girl. She's just gone. I don't know where the hell she is. And so I run up and I go, well, I gotta get Mom, right? So I run upstairs. I go, Mom, come on. This fucking thing that's staring at us is coming. So she goes, no, forget about it. I'll just weather the storm, whatever it is. I'm like, all right. So fucking I'm going to bed. So I run around and I go down in the cellar. And then Mom goes, wait a minute, I'm coming, fuck it. And so I run upstairs, get Mom. She comes down. And she can't get in the door. She can't get in the door to go downstairs. But all you gotta do is run around here and go downstairs. But she had to open the door. And I'm like, oh, fuck it. So I don't know what to do. And the girl's gone. And I don't understand it. So I wake up. And all of a sudden, my inner self is screaming bloody murder for Christ. So Christ comes down. And my inner self goes, blah, blah, blah. Says something like, get the guards, call the guards, the investigator guards, or the guards. I guess there's guards in St. Lucian, like police. Anyway, the guards come. Tell them to be on alert for something. And Christ is freaking out. So Christ is inside, sticking his head right in my throat, down into my inner self. And my inner self's telling them the dream I just had where everything changed and this big thing. So I'm laying there for like 5-10 minutes listening to the conversation. And Christ is trying to make sense of the dream and why what's going on. And so I all of a sudden my attention shifted back to my room because I had to go pee. So I wasn't in a illusion anymore, or whatever the hell. I wasn't in the spirit world focused. I was here focused. I'm laying there, and all of a sudden I could feel like two eyes in a cloud laying on top of me. It was like a big cloud, exactly like I felt in the dream. But it was laying on top of me here. Laying on top of me, and my skin's with a veil in the dream. Then I brought Christ in my back. It's like a beam in my back, right to my heart. It's like a hand reaching into my heart. And Christ is that. So he can come in and talk and take care of shit. And I go, well, I feel this thing laying on me, right? I'm telling Christ, I'm like, it's laying on me. It's like a big white, gray cloud with two eyes. And it's moving on me. And then it starts moving off my head. And then it pokes me in the neck. It goes, like it's looking for places to get in me, I guess. That's what it felt like. I don't know. It wasn't too scary, but it was like, you know, like heavy. It wasn't too evil or anything. But anyway, all of a sudden I'm trying to describe what's going on here. And this is like an apartment. This is like what you're seeing, this reality now. And this ghost is laying on me, but Christ can't see it yet. I'm still describing it in the illusion, in this world. And he ain't getting it. And I'm like describing it. I'm still describing it on and on and on. Then, I'm like, why don't I just give it to you? And he goes, what do you mean? I go, well, you're in my back here. So I just squished my back over to the front and then pushed the smoke demon thing into the arm that was going into my back, and it went right into that, right? And that was Christ. All of a sudden it started going into Christ, probably thinking it was going into my chakra, but it wasn't. And then it went into Christ. Christ sucked it all up. I don't even think he knew it was happening. It just went into the hookup in my heart, through my back, into Christ. And all of a sudden it was in Christ's world now. And I'm like, good red. And the whole thing was like a 6 feet dense cloud with 2 eyes in it. And it went all right into Christ. And all of a sudden I hear Christ go, I got it. I'm Christ sounds like he's freaking out, right? And all of a sudden all the kids in the daycare, they're all watching. They're all freaking out and crying. Everybody's freaking out. I'm hearing it all. I'm seeing it. And Christ runs off with this. He's holding this thing up. He's holding his hands up. And he's got this big cloud thing freaking out in his hands. And he goes running away, calling for the security guards and whatever they do. And I saw him running away. And I said, you always said, give it to Christ. That's what I did. And I thought then, I go, well, maybe this is a good chance for me to try and kill one, because the other Christ said I could kill one, right? I mean, I can now kill demons. I mean, that was a demon. But it was and later on he came back and said it was a really weak demon. It was more like he just said it was a weak demon, nothing powerful. And I'm like, yeah, that was for me. That was for me to test, but I just gave it to Christ, and I didn't know. I didn't have any clue. So it was like the thing had an advantage on me, and I didn't know it. So anyway, I just gave it to Christ. He took it away. And it was like everybody was drinking Friday night. Everybody was drinking in the apartment building, getting drunk. It wasn't bad or loud or anything, but people drink, they loosen up, and then all their garbage starts flowing around. So I think I picked up something like that. And this thing attached itself to me. Was checking me out, many other. Or all my talking and my dream stuff. It was attracted somehow. But the thing is, I was in the dream with Christ, and I was in St. Lucian dreaming. I was with a bunch of kids playing baseball, and everything kept changing, and it was almost like I'm here in the illusion, living my life playing, and the ETs are coming, and I could feel the ETs staring at me like all day, back when I was a kid. Then I'd go to bed, and right in my face, there's the ETs. It was sort of the same thing, and that's what really caught me was when I was in the dream in St. Lucian, in the spirit world with Christ and the kids playing ball. I felt there's something staring at me, and the something was in this world, leaning up against my skin, staring at me. Do you understand how fucked up that is? It's totally inverted, But the ETs, they're at a much higher level that I wasn't at, breaking the curtain. And the curtain in the dream was the veil between dream space and conscious Richard, where the demon was. And even Christ was in me, and he couldn't see. I go, you can't see it? It's leaning around on me. He goes, no, I'm not there. I'm inside you. He goes, I'm not there. And I'm like, I don't know if he knew how to do it or what, but I think other Christ came in and got stuff a lot faster, like multi-viewer or something. Anyway, be it as it may, I just thought that aspect was pretty cool. And they took it away. Then in the morning, they hit me with the Sweeney kid that stabbed me. Well, and everything about it is just nuts. Okay, I go down in Christ's place. I'm in the dream playing with Christ and the kids. I'm playing my bass guitar. Wham! I get stabbed. Everything shifted in the dream, right? It's like the backdrop changed for a split second. And when it came back to normal dream, I got a fucking knife stuck in my arm and a physical scratch on my skin. So the next morning I wake up and they go, the guy's name was Sweeney who stabbed you. He was a kid. And he's just like you. They go, demon stabbed you. I go, I thought it was a kid that stabbed me. They go, it was, but it's a demon. And he used to be just like you. And I'm like, what the hell does that mean, right? It's like they're comparing Sweeney where I could be going. It's like I could become a Sweeney by my actions here. But I go, I didn't do anything like that, so how can you even bother bringing it up? And he goes, sort of like you keep following the same path, you'll become a Sweeney. But isn't Sweeney there right now? And I go, no. But I go, you just said he was. Yeah, they go, he was a demon there right now. Now he's not. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And like they go, you just dreamt about it. I'm like, maybe I just dreamt about it, but I don't know. I don't understand it in the dream, and I don't understand it now. I go, I barely even saw the dream, let alone try to understand it. And they're getting mad at me because I don't understand it. I'm not getting mad, but they're like, I can't believe you don't understand, that type of thing. I'm like, you make no fucking sense. Maybe you guys could explain to me the inverted world crap. I don't understand it. I mean, I can understand, okay, I'm tracking on one timeline, man. And that's the way I like it. What I see in the spirit world and what I see in the physical world. And I shift. Now, I don't know what the hell they're trying to explain to me. Is it the past in St. Lucian? Is it the now? There's no time and space in the spirit world, but there seems to be in St. Lucian and these cities constructed for people like us when we die. So we're not just lost in fucking time and space, floating around star matter or fucking whatever. I don't know, but they know the phases of the moon. They know the phases of the dates and everything, just like here in these towns. So why are they fucking with me in this inversion demon thing where Sweeney, the kid that stabbed me, is a demon that stabbed me in St. Lucian, but he's me, but he's not a demon now, and he ain't there. He ain't even there. Sweeney ain't even in St. Lucian. Well, how the fuck can you stab me if he's not there? And why are you letting the demons into St. Lucian? They go, you don't get it yet? I'm like, no, I don't get it. That makes no fucking sense. It's like you said, cow farts are coming alive and becoming mass murderers. And I'm a cow fart. Makes no fucking sense. Just random stupid shit. But to them, it's all normal. I don't like, talk to me like a fucking normal person and I'll understand it. But until then, you just random shit. I don't get what you're saying. So I think what it is some kind of inverted stuff where I could end up like the Sweeney guy in the past, but I was dreaming, so there is no time and space. So I went back in the past in St. Lucian where the guy stabbed me as a demon. I think. Then I come back to normal spirit world dream and I wake up, but there's no Sweeney because it all happened in the past in St. Lucian, but there is no past, so it happened in St. Lucian. That feels pretty good, but I still don't got it down. Man, you can understand that. This is what I gotta deal with, these mind fucking riddles in my head that make no goddamn sense. But I'm learning. They say they're gonna teach me in dream, and I gotta dream it again. Then they said, before I left, that they're gonna take out these metal parts. They're not metal, they're ethereal clamps that bring my ethereal skins together, keep them tight so I don't hear it, and they work really good. And I'm like, you ain't taking them out ever. Just staying in here for the rest of my fucking life. I don't care. Don't even take them. He goes, we're just gonna take them out to see how healed you are. And I go, it ain't nothing. They've been in there for fucking 2 weeks. Ain't nothing changed. As soon as they take it out, within an hour, my head's going fucking ballistic. I go, you keeping them in there? I don't care. I don't care. And I go, have I fought? Have I gotten crazy and fought any of you guys since I had them put in? No. I go, well, that gives you some fucking indication. It's been 2 weeks. Come on. I need at least a year in there, and then take them out for any kind of change. All right. So I got 3 things done, and we got 1 minute left. I better go. So, Katie Piper, I Googled her. She's not on the internet at all. So maybe Matthew, if you still got that Find a Dead Person website. Katie Piper. Now, I asked what year she died and what city, what state, what country. They didn't tell me nothing yet. But I can hear her. She's talking to me all the time, so I know she's with the Christ in this youth group. All right, guys. Hopefully I'll get her name or her info, and I'll give it to you so we can look her up and see what she looks like. All right. That'd be cool, man. It's sort of like finding your past life and where you used to live, but with someone else inverted.